Okay guys, I am back for a little bit today because I have some happy mail that I need to get out, and I thought I would bring you along with me. So what we're going to make is we're going to make some cute little tiny journals, and then we're going to make, well, technically, we're going to start with our traveler's notebooks, and then we'll go with like the scraps, because I used some of Laura's long papers. I think they're like 8.5 by like 11. No, that's standard paper. It's like the legal size. So I obviously, when I use those, I have an offcut of this, and I obviously don't want to waste any of that. So I'm going to make little tiny journals for little happy mails. So let's start with the TNs, and I'll tell you what I did. I actually intended this one to be my like to show you how I cut my stuff, but then I just got like a little nuts and just started cutting, and I was like, oh no. Anyways, so this was 12 by 12 paper. This is the let me grab something that just fell, because the cats seem to be going a little nuts today, and we obviously don't want them to chew on paper like they love to do. So what I do is I cut my covers at 9-inch. Okay, let me start over. Okay, so this is 12 by 12 paper, cut down. Cardstock. It's the Blue Fern Studios Bird Waltz. It's like literally my favorite pack ever. So I cut the cover pieces at 9 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. Okay. Then all of my inside pieces, I cut, and I have two pieces of cardstock here. This is the cover, and then this is the very center piece, okay? And that one I cut at 8.5, but then I cut this, I cut it wide. I think it's 8.5 wide. Yep, 8.5 wide. So I take a 1/2 inch off of the other piece, so that when it's together like these are, and by the time we bind it, then it all kind of lines out here and we don't have paper sticking out, okay? So if you fold your paper, like your normal everyday paper, and we'll grab one of these to show you. This is a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. If you fold it in half long ways, like so, and then you're going to cut it down to 8.25, okay? That gives you the perfect width for the inside here, okay? All right, so then paper selection, I'm using, like I said, Laura's, I think hers are tea stain, but I'm not sure. It could be coffee as well. I think it might be coffee. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I can't think of that today. Well, I know why, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So then I'm also using Lori's papers that she dyes. So yeah, I'll kind of show you how I'm going to line these out. I obviously have my colored papers, and then I have my coffee papers here. So I just start by kind of picking what I have in colors, right? So, and then I'm going to put two colors together. Do a blue, and then we'll do a coffee. And you can do this in any order you want. That's just how I do it. And since I have 3 pinks, then I'll make sure that almost every section has a pink one. And I should say these will have 15 pages in them, I think. And once we're done, we may have to add some other color, like add some more coffee in between some of the pages. Because these were kind of, I want to say extra, but yeah, a little bit of extra here. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and, I have 2 left. I'm going to go ahead and go in through this one and pop this one in there. I make them to where they have 15 total inside pages, and then it has the cover. There's lots of different ways you can do it. You can do 10, you can do 20, kind of whatever floats your boat, really. And what, things to think about is what am I trying to accomplish? Like, am I going to use this personally? Is this a gift? That might help you decide how many pages you want. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so that's one. So let's get it bound. And with these, I do clip. So you want to get them kind of, your papers placed where you want them. And that's another reason to use a firm inside, because it does make it easier. And by firm, I just mean like cardstock or like a little bit heavier paper. I'm going to clip here. And for me, I eyeball. You certainly can measure. I used to, but I don't anymore, because I'm, you get to the point where you can kind of trust what you're doing. I need my pokey tool, and I need a needle. Don't want the big thick one. I don't know if my stuff will go through that one, but we'll see. We'll pull out both needles here and see what we got. Which one we might need to use for, and I'm using the hemp string here. I like it. It's not wax coated. All right, so I'm going to kind of gauge the middle. And I'm going to poke through here. And then I'll gauge from the top. I want them about there. And try to go it as straight as you can. It does help in the binding. I did have a comment last week, I think it was, about, binding on camera. I mean, I know a lot of people don't. I don't mind doing it, because I'd much rather you guys see it and know that you're not alone when it doesn't bind right the first time. Does that make sense? Like, with me, you're going to get mistakes and successes all in one thing. That's going to be too small, so I'm going to go ahead and use the bigger needle. And I don't actually measure my thread out anymore. I find that I lose so many inches, and excuse me, inches matter when you're wanting to do lots of projects. I mean, it can be pretty spendy. So, and I'm just putting a simple 3-hole pamphlet. And then again, if we have any newbies, the most important thing when you're binding this is to make sure that you've formed a cross or a plus sign, okay? And by that I mean this should be, so you can see this here, this should be in the middle of your 2 loose ends, okay? And the reason for that is you want this string to hold your knot. If you don't do it that way, your knot will fall through, and then your signature will wobble, okay? All right, so let's see. I'm gonna pull it this way a little bit, because I don't want my string or my tails to be that long. Of course, it's not gonna pull out real easy, right? Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it tight, and before you knot it, you always check to make sure that you are tight. And then I just do a double knot. Oh, these kittens. I don't know if they're just going stir crazy, or if it's like they got the spring fever or what, but boy, I tell you, all night, all day. Okay, so super simple. Just trim off. And then you have a basic journal. Now, these are not going to be overly decorated, but we're going to add some. And then I just kind of flatten it all back out. And I'll work on the closure in a minute. Okay, so I brought along all of the offshoots of cutting the papers down. So we've got kind of a smorgasbord. And so I'm going to go through and find ones that look like they could make really cute little pockets, and hopefully we'll match that up. So see, like this one, I mean, that side would actually kind of look cute. So we're going to make a tall pocket. And I don't actually think I'm going to ink on these. I know, crazy, right? So I'm just going to cut a thumb hole. And then I'm going to just nip off the little corners there. And then we're going to glue it down. Just like so. So, and then we'll have to make a large tag for them. And this might actually just turn into a mini series because yeah, we'll just see where it goes. Then you could, if you wanted to, you very much could then decorate here, you know, put some doily there or, you know, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go to the back side here. And I actually think that big stamp, so I'm just going to hold it down there. And I don't even know what I was saying a minute ago. I think it looks okay, but let's see if we can find something a little different. I kind of like that, so let's cut that down. Maybe if I can find my, there it is. I have such a mess, guys, which, I mean, I know, all of you know. All of you know me well enough to know I do have a big mess here, right? Let's do a 5-inch pocket. So yep, we will just see how far we get in these as far as the scraps go, so that, you know, if we run out of scraps, I mean, obviously that would be awesome, right? Ultimate goal this year is to not, you know, is to use all of it and not have any scraps. And the kitten is playing with all the cords. Oh my goodness. They are naughty little things, aren't they? Even when, like, older cats, like, they're just naughty. They like to just play with lots of stuff, right? Okay, so then I usually put a pocket here and a pocket here. Okay. Normally when I'm making them, they're really for, I mean, obviously for gifts, but I really want the recipient to be able to just have a little journaling time, you know, or not time, but journaling spaces. See that one. Just trying to maybe see if I could find the coordinating. No. Okay, here we go. All right, so, and then we're just gonna cut this down a little bit. First I'm going to cut it into like smaller sections this way. And I think this time I want to do 4-inch pockets. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to take it to like 3.5. So there'll be 3.5 by 4-inch pockets like that. All right, that was the 4-inch side. Yep, okay. So 3.5. Okay, so that's the scrap. It's kind of hard to ink, or not ink. Like, I'm not going to lie. It is a little difficult not to get caught up in that. All right, kind of trim out this. And I guess we do kind of need to decide. I was going to actually put them up more center and kind of use the lace right here in the design to kind of keep it going. And I'm just going to center that. And I think these two would make very stellar Mother's Day gifts. Because the paper is gorgeous, right? And then if you just add a couple little frilly little tags, right? Those would be great. Okay, and so I'm going to go and use this side instead of this side. It obviously blends and matches more, but I want the lace pieces right here to kind of match in there. Now the covers is something we're going to have to kind of think about. I was actually thinking maybe we would make pocket, like a pocket of sorts on the front. And I guess my only complaint about this series of paper is that all the designs are on the left and not on the right. But it's obviously not going to stop me from buying more as soon as my brick and mortar store is open. Because I am in love with this stuff. I've probably bought a lot. I'm not even going to gander a guess at how many of these I've bought. I would say at least 30 pages. That would be my guess. Okay, so that is it for my pockets. That's all I'm going to do. On the inside anyways. And then I did bring along some of these, and I thought these would be super cute. But then I was wondering, isn't that adorable? I was wondering if we could make it into a pocket, or maybe we should just do like a little bit of lace. And because it's gonna have a sari silk closure over here, so it'll kind of knot over here. Yeah, I think. And actually, I just changed my mind on how the sari silk's going to go. Sorry, guys, I was thinking a little bit. I do think I'm going to ink around this one a little, just a tiny bit. Just to take out my white edges. Not anything more. You know what? Let me go grab my sari. Oh, do I have some sari silk right here? Maybe not a full piece. I don't have the full piece we'll use, but what I'm trying to do is kind of gauge where that sari silk's going to sit. To kind of, because I don't want to cover her face, obviously, right? But you know what else we could do? I mean, we could go all crazy and ham on these, right? Like we could do like a lace piece here. Obviously I'll cut this down, but we could go crazy, right? Do something like this. And the closure would go something like this. And then, let's see, should we have the you know what? Let's have the closure underneath, right? And then let's put on, put this underneath. And then we could, let me grab my flower bin. Let's just see here. I don't know if I have any flowers left. I really need the stores to open back up. I'm to that point now where yep, that's it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's get it cut down. Oh, I need my sari silk. Hang on, guys. I need to put another order in for sari silk too. I'm getting to that like desperate point where I'm only got a couple more projects and then I'm out of my silk. I sure have enjoyed sari silk. Like whoever thought of using that as closures was brilliant. Oh, do you hear him? Oh, what a stinker. What a little stinker he is. I mean, we love him, but that's that Siamese that I tell you about. Okay, let's get this set. Let's see. And you know what? They might all be similar as far as the covers go. Oh, and you know what, guys? I did soak my glue tip, but if you keep leaving, or if I keep leaving, I should say, the thing undone, then it's not going to stay unclogged, is it? All right, so I want that to show. You know, I don't think we actually need to, no, maybe we do. Hold on. Let's go back at this. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. I don't want to waste your time, you know? And this is supposed to be quick. We're not supposed to be overthinking it, right? Oh, he's such a stinker. He seriously waits most of the time for me to start filming, I think. Okay, I'm going to use my tacky glue, kind of get it started. And I think I'm sliding further and further off camera, huh? All right, so that seems like a pretty good place to start. Oh, shoot. You guys probably saw it, huh? Well, let's see. Let's hope we can save it. If not, it's okay. It can go on top, but let's see if we can. I don't want to tear paper either. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh my goodness. What a goober I am. All right, let's pull that up. Let's get that unstuck. Oh my goodness. Little did you know you were getting comedy hour, huh? Okay, so what I'm doing, what I feel like I messed up on, is I feel like I messed up on getting this, like putting the sari silk underneath. That's the step I was missing. Okay. So there's still enough glue there. So I'm going to set this aside for a second so I can wipe all that up so that we don't continue to get glue everywhere. And by we, I mean me. Oh, what a silly goose. It's sleep deprivation, guys. I'm telling ya. Yeah. Anyways. All right. So, let's see how much more we need to do here. I can't believe I'm so, like, gooberish today. Well, no, I can believe it. I just can't believe I'm doing it on film. Okay. Let's glue this down. Okay, that's much better, is it not? Okay. Now to find the cap that I unceremoniously tossed aside, right? Or maybe I won't be able to find it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did with it. I guess we'll find it here in a bit. All right, so I'm going to use this to glue this down. Maybe I should just quit while I'm ahead, huh? All right. Hold that down for a second. I do think I'm going to get my Fabri-Tac out for the flower, though, because that's really fast grab. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that cap. Yeah, it's like gone. All right. Well. Okay, let's Fabri-Tac this on. You know what I'm thinking though? I'm almost thinking that since these are vellum flowers, I haven't had great luck with vellum and Fabri-Tac sticking together. So I'm just going to use quite a bit of the art glitter glue. I love that. It's simple, yet very pretty, I think. I don't even know how many minutes we're at right now, because normally I look at the clock before I start, and I didn't do that this time. Okay, and so we know that we'll have to make a couple of tags, right? Yeah, it's way too long. That's all right. That's okay. We'll just trim off, and then I'll just use these as well, maybe I'll leave them for now, just in case we really fatten this little guy up. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause for just a second, find my glue pin, and then we'll come back. I'll see how many minutes we're at on that one, and then I'll just keep adding to it until we get to about the 30 to 40 minute mark, okay? All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we actually don't have that much time left on the clock. So what I decided to do is I'm actually going to sneak some more glue underneath these. I mean, it's down pretty good, but I'm going to make it to where it doesn't catch up on anything. So I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and add some of Tina's definitions to the covers as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and bind the rest of the journals, but not decorate the covers, because I think that's something you guys might enjoy. Just seeing the different ones that we can create. And then I'll do a couple of the little ones in like a third video, I think. We might even get 4 videos out of it. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll do like a whole tag video of, you know, because we obviously it's out of the same paper pack, so we can cut all of this down, add some pretty little frills to them, but we can like mass make them. So we know we need 4 tags essentially for each journal. So 4 times 3, right? Or 4 times 4, 16. So we know we need 16 tags. So, and I've got some ideas for the tags already. So I think that's what we'll do. Since you've already seen me bind one, now, like I said, I'll just bind the other 3 and get them to the point of this one, except for the cover. Okay, guys, I will talk to you in a few minutes, or actually it'll be tomorrow. So talk to you soon. Bye.